sometimes the jewellery repair isn't always simple. I'm going to go over all the factors that affect the price. So the more claws that are worn, the more claws need fixing. The claws are still there, but they're just very thin. What we do is we build those claws up, but rather than if two need doing, we'll do them all, because once you've done the two, the other four will look thin. So then we would re-tip all the claws. That will affect the price, because we're charging for 6 claws rather than 2. Silver is cheaper than gold. Gold is cheaper than platinum. The more materials you use on each piece affects the price. The bigger the diamond, the rarer the diamond. So the price is reflected in its rarity. A rarer material costs more. In most cases, it's not the amount of materials you use, it's the amount of time you use to repair it. Some things need building up and it's more complex to build, especially collets, because of the wire work involved. Sometimes we get a wedding ring in and someone's been using it as doing the gardening, doing the building, and they are so scratched that we can't get them all out. You get most of the marks out. If the customer said, "Oh no, but I want it all the marks removed," we would then say, well, in order to do that, we're going to have to file it back, because it's greater damage. The greater the damage to a ring, the more time you're going to have to spend on it, and therefore the more time you're going to have to pay for. The location of the damage affects the price when it is near any stones. If a split is on a gold ring and we're using diamonds or sapphires or rubies, those stones can actually take some heat, which means I won't have to take them out. If I have to do any work near where a semi-precious stone is, say an opal or a garnet, you have to remove those stones, because the minute you put any heat near them, the colour just goes straight out of them, or they may even break. That affects the price because you have to take the stones out. If that happens, then we give a price for the removal of the stones in any claw work that may subsequently become an issue. Sometimes you may even have to make or get a specialist tool in order for you to do this. Of course, the tools have to be paid for. Now, if you have to buy a specific tool for a specific job, then it's got to come into the price. It's very rare that you need a specific tool. Most of the time you can actually make one. But if you have to buy one, then it's got to be cost effective for us in order to do it. But like I said, most of the time we just make them. Click here to find out how the repair process works.